Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. This time round, we want to use the relative coordinate system. Now, when we say relative, it means that you are making reference to an already existing point. So we are going to use the line command to also draw another square. But in this case, we are going to use the relative coordinate. So I click on line. When you click on line, it says that line specify first point. So I'm specifying any point within the Cartesian coordinate system to show my first point. So I click here, and then the next point that I want to make relative to this very point is 1, 0. Now let me type it here and then explain it. So to make reference to that point, we say at, and the next coordinate is what? 1, 0. Now what we mean over here, 1, 0, what we mean over here is that we are making the at shows that, okay, we are continuing from the existing point that you've made. We are making reference to that. So what we are going to do is that the x is 1. So move 1 on the x axis or the x plane, and then 0 on the y. So it means that 0 on the y, I'm not going to move. I'm going to maintain x 1, move 1 distance from x, and then y, I'm going to maintain my 0. So if I do that, and then let me click enter. So you could see that I have moved a distance from here to here, 1 unit. But with the y, I maintain what? I maintain 0. So it means that the distance from this point to this point is what? The distance from this point to this point is 1. Now the next thing that I'm going to do is that my next point is going to be maybe 0, 1. So it means that you are going to maintain on the x-axis, you are not going to move. It is going to be 0. But it's on the y-axis that you are going to move what? 1 unit. So I'm going to say at. The at means that we are making relative. We are moving a certain distance relative to this point, to this very point. So at, then the point is 0, 1. So you see that on the x-axis, I didn't move any distance. I maintain my 0 unit, but on the y-axis, I've moved what? I've moved 1 unit in reference to the point over here. So I'm going to say at, so shift, then 2, so at. If I want to go here, I'll say -1, 0. So it means that I'm going to move 1 unit on my left side. Let me hit on enter. You see that. So in the last point, I'm going to say at. It means that I'm making that line relative to this very point. So at, and I will say 0 on the x-axis, don't move, but on the y-axis, move minus what? -1, and it will close. So in other words, like I did for the first example in the absolute coordinate system, let me press Ctrl Z. Ctrl Z means undo. So to end this, I can type C and then press enter to close it. So my square has been drawn by using the relative coordinate system. Thank you.